It feels like it's open season on Drake now. Since this Kendrick Lamar battle, more people have spoken out against Drake than before the battle. I haven't seen these many people, especially OGs and rappers in my life, go against Drake. It's as if they smell a weakness, they see the crack in the shield, and they are striking. Comedian and Houston native Ali Sadiq went on Shannon Sharp earlier today, and he issued sentiments that Sauce Walker has been saying for the last decade about Drake. Before Kendrick Lamar, Sauce Walker called out Drake for taking from Houston culture, culturally appropriating the Houston sound, the wave, the motion, but not giving back to Houston artists. Ali Sadiq went on Shannon Sharp and he said the exact same thing, and he gave his reasons why.
Why are so many people moving to Houston? I think Drake is moving. Didn't Drake just buy a place in Houston? Or he's moving to Houston?
He's not like us.
There you go. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, he's not like us.
First of all, since you brought that up, why they turn on Drake like that, man?
I was, this is me, and people who know me know this. I really wasn't a Drake fan like that.
Okay.
Because he was always selling something that I already heard. So I'm a real hip hop person. I've been around as long as hip hop. Right. So you can't give me a rendition of somebody else's style and think I'm rocking with it.
Regardless of how you feel about Drake, this is hate. This is hating because this is principles that don't apply to anything else in the history of life other than Drake. Nobody goes by this principle. Not even him. He don't say, bro, I already seen Ray Allen shoot the 3-ball Steph Curry. I'm not impressed. No. When somebody adds on to something, when somebody adds on or enhance a style that already exists and does it in a better way, better sounds sacrilegious. But if they add on to it, yes, you can be impressed because, this person added something new to it. Steph Curry added more range than we've ever seen with the 3-ball. You don't go to a fried chicken spot and say, I'm not impressed by your spicy, delicious fried chicken. I already had fried chicken elsewhere before. No, you say, this person makes amazing fried chicken, better than fried chicken at KFC. Creating rules and code of conduct or commandments in your life Bible that don't apply to anything else other than one man is hate, bro. Get the hate out your heart, homie.
I'm just not, he sounded like short on this one. He sounded like this person. And then when you being from the H, I don't honor you stealing anything from us. Like chopped and screwed, any of that, anything that we created, and you don't pay homage to us from getting it, I got a problem with that.
Y'all love to paint me as a Drake defender, but I'm really not, bro. Drake gets no passes, bro. If Drake do some foolery, we on Drake for doing foolery, bro. Ain't no rapper getting no passes on this channel, bro. We don't like rappers like that, straight up. But when I hear hatred, bro, this is hate. This is just pure hate. Because no other artist get held to this standard in this bar. No other artist gets told they're not allowed to be inspired by a sound of music that originated from somewhere that they weren't born. Nobody else get held to that standard, bro. Everybody else is allowed to take and borrow from various places and use that and add on to it to create their craft or their art. Drake does it, theft, culture vulture, don't pay homage. And a don't pay homage thing is just silly, bro, because you can't be talking about Drake. Not the Drake, who was the biggest artist in the world, was selling like 700, 800,000 copies first week, and still had time to show love to Zebo in Houston.
It really up when Drake does that shit at his show. This nigga Drake doing my shit. It was like a get the out of here moment. Get the out of here. And he said some shit like, yeah, I gotta understand, I'm from Canada.
I'm from Canada, you understand?
And that song influenced me to do this song.
Every song I just played inspired this motherfucker right here.
The November 18th shit came on, I was like, get the out of here. Comes back, does that shit again at the Verizon Center, he like, Ro, come on and do this motherfucker. Oh, man.
And can we talk about how many features Drake gave to Bun B that he didn't deserve? Or how many songs that Drake done put Bun B on that he should not have been on? And I know it's controversial because apparently Bun B is from the outskirts of Houston, not really from Houston specifically. Bro, but Bun B lives in Houston. He, as an adult, is in Houston. He reps Houston, but he was born from the outskirts. Man, cut it out, bro. So to say that Drake don't pay homage or give back to Houston and he takes from their culture, like, bro, it's just hate, bro. It's somebody who's severely uninformed or somebody who just don't want to like Drake because of what's going on currently.
I've always had a problem with that.
But what about all the people that he put on? All the people that he helped up out the mud?
Who?
Man, come on, Ollie. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
I don't know who he helped.
You do, though.
No, I really don't. Because was it from Houston? Who did he help? He didn't help. Okay, UGK was UGK.
Yeah.
Face is face.
I'm talking about all the guys that went at him this summer. I ain't talking about the old guard. No, he didn't help the old guard, but I'm talking about a lot of the guys that he helped that went at him this summer. Not just K-Dot, because he brought K-Dot on tour with him, but he helped a lot of other people.
I don't know who all this man helped. I'm in my own world. I don't know who all he helped. You give me somebody.
But here's the thing: you don't know who he helped, but you know what he stole.
Yeah,
you don't rock with him like that.
I hear the style. I can hear the style. It's on the radio. They pumping him on the radio.
But then someone will say, if you wanted to be somebody who was fair, somebody who wasn't a hater, then you would probably do your research, right? You'll say, yo, how is Drake able to come to Houston and move around so freely? Why do Drake get so much love in Houston? Why do the OGs of Houston like Bun B and others, why do they resonate with Drake? Why do they love Drake? And then you will go down that rabbit hole and see, oh, okay, yeah, Drake gives love. Drake lives in Houston currently. Drake gives back. Drake shows love, right? And when you really look back, when he goes home and do his research, bro, he will see, bro, it's just unwarranted hate. This is just, I'm so flustered, bro. I'm so bothered by this, bro, that you even see me stuttering right now. Like, that's how bothered I am by this, bro, because I don't understand, what do you guys get from hating on another man? We understand this man got his flaws. We understand this man ain't perfect. We understand this man may have done he for sure did some despicable and effed up things in this industry. Some things he probably can't come back from. Right? Like, I can probably point to how Drake absolutely destroyed Quentin Miller's career when Quentin Miller ain't do nothing wrong in that situation. But Drake blackballed Quentin Miller. And now Quentin Miller is now living a disastrous life after writing a dozen plus hits for Drake. I can point to that and say, Drake, you are criminally horrible for doing that to Quentin Miller. But to lie about the things he did do right, it's like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on here?
And then when you say certain things, your
What
blackness.
got you turned? What got you to? Okay, that aside, okay, maybe it's because you say he biting people's style and you've heard that style before. But what is it about Drake that rubs you the wrong way? Because it's more than the style.
That was just the style. I didn't have no other problems with the man. I know in Houston, man, it was some things that didn't happen in the age that other people had problems with him. Sauce Walker had problems with him.
Right.
I wasn't in it. But the thing is, when you talk about our style, our style is very unique and we get overlooked. And that's the other part of it. You can come and take something from a place that gets overlooked anyway. If you don't put no shine on, that's why I never left Houston. I wasn't going to LA or New York to do nothing. I'm H-Town. And I didn't think that LA or New York had the pattern on who was funny or not.
We just had the 51st anniversary of hip hop. Drake's career has probably spanned, over the last 12 to 15 years. So to say that Houston is being overlooked in the music industry, and then you put that entire plight on Drake's head as if he's the reason why Houston has been overlooked, is insane. Houston was being overlooked way before Drake. There were artists who weren't giving Houston homage way before Drake. But you're putting that on Drake as if Drake is the reason why Houston isn't really paid homage. He got this hating talking point from Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker is the originator of this hating talking point. He came on at Breakfast Club and said this buffoonery, right? He said this exact same buffoonery on the Breakfast Club. And then when they listed all the people who are from Houston or Houston adjacent areas who Drake has helped, he said that wasn't enough.
To change that.
The Drake moment was the moment. Like that's when I was
Yeah,
like, okay.
a lot of
so,
people know me from controversial shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whack
I'm gonna stand on the business regardless of whoever, whatever.
It's funny though, because you called Drake out for cultural appropriation way before Kendrick did.
I did. I definitely did. And if my whole city would have supported what I was on back then for the reasons that I did it then, we would have got the same reaction that Kendrick Lamar in California did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just a beautiful thing. With, again, no discredit to either one of those artists. It's just a beautiful thing to see the outcome of an entire city and then entire state standing behind an artist that represents them well and represents their culture and just trying to defend for their culture, and the culture itself not trying to mediate or prohibit their artists from fending for their culture, but instead standing behind them and supporting that ideal. And that's the difference between appreciation and appropriation.
The city of Houston wasn't behind Sauce Walka when he was calling out Drake, trying to ruin the relationship that Drake had with those other Houston artists. They didn't stand in solidarity with Sauce Walka. You know why? Because Drake was doing a lot for Houston. Because those artists felt like, yo, Drake is giving us features. Bro, Drake bringing us out. Bro, Drake is having like tours at arenas and he's bringing us out to perform in front of like 20,000 people. Why would we mess this up? Why would we go against Drake, who's doing a lot for us, for Sauce Walka? Bro, Sauce Walka tried the Kendrick stuff, bro. It didn't work. They said, get the heck out of our face. And he's still salty to this day. Even though, like, sometimes, bro, he would come on social media and try to show love to Drake, bro, but it just comes across as crazy when you try to blackball this man and call this man out for being a culture vulture about like 5 or 6 years ago.
And that's what creates a bigger landscape of economy and opportunity for that city. Mm-hmm. Because regardless of, New York is the same way. If somebody was to come to New York and try to appropriate New York culture and style and not give back to it, like I don't know who's a good example to use, but because nobody does that in fucking New York. Nobody come to New York and act like a battle rapper or act like a lyricist or act like a drill rapper and then don't do music with the drill rappers. Don't come rap with. You cannot do that.
You can't do
it doesn't make sense. You can't. When everybody was doing the shit and doing that little Jersey dance, nobody from around the world did that dance or made music with, on that sound frequency without acknowledging that it came from those places or bringing those kids from New Jersey on stage. Or, and the East Coast is going to govern that. The South was in Texas, and Houston especially, was supposed to govern.
You giving the East Coast too much credit, bro. Go ask them what they did when everybody in the industry in 2019 was still in the drill wave, bro. Right when they was taking the NY drill, that exact sound, the exact type of beat, the cadence, when they was taking it all, go ask what they did. Not a goddamn thing, bro. Right? Not at all. So I don't feel like this is a thing that's selective to Houston. No, people in Houston just felt like Drake was giving back more than you. Drake was giving back more than he was taking. So they didn't feel a need to call out Drake for being a culture vulture because they didn't feel like he was a culture vulture. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do you guys feel like they're on point? Are they spitting or not? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, man, to find out how Vlad TV just exposed Aaron the Plumber. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.